What if I told you that in just 30 days, you could completely change your life by learning English? Not in a classroom, not with expensive teachers, but by using simple, powerful steps every single day. Today, I'll share the story of a man who did exactly that. And as you follow his 30-day journey, you'll learn the exact tricks that can help you master English faster than you ever thought possible. Day 1 to 5, the beginning, changing the mindset. He was just an ordinary man. No fancy background, no international schools, no family members speaking English. He worked long hours at a shop, but deep inside, he knew one thing: English was the key to a better future. Jobs, opportunities, confidence, everything depended on it. So on day 1, he made a decision. No more waiting. From today, he would think in English. Not for hours, not in complicated sentences, just small thoughts. When he woke up, instead of saying, "Muj buk lagi hai," or "if I'm hungry" in his native language, he forced himself to say, "I am hungry." When he left for work, he whispered to himself, "I am going outside." At first, it felt strange, even silly. But slowly, his brain began to accept it. By day 3, he added another rule: don't be afraid of mistakes. Every time he thought in English and got it wrong, he reminded himself, mistakes are proof of learning. On day 5, he stood in front of the mirror and practiced. "Hello. How are you?" "My name is..." The mirror became his silent teacher. Confidence was born, not from others, but from himself. Tip for you: start by thinking in English. Talk to yourself. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The best teacher is your own voice. Day 6 to 10, using technology as a teacher. He knew one thing: if he wanted to improve fast, he had to use the tools already in his pocket, his phone. By day 6, he changed his phone settings into English. Suddenly, everything looked unfamiliar. But instead of fear, he chose curiosity. Words like gallery, settings, update, became part of his daily life. Day 7, he opened YouTube, not for songs, but for learning. He searched, "Learn English in 30 days." He found free lessons, pronunciation guides, grammar tips, and real conversations. Instead of wasting time scrolling, he turned his screen into a teacher. On day 8, he downloaded a dictionary app. Every time he found a new word, he wrote it down in a small notebook and repeated it 3 times aloud. Opportunity. 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 By day 10, he had built a mini routine: 20 minutes of listening, 20 minutes of speaking, 20 minutes of writing. Not hours, not difficult textbooks, just simple, short bursts of focus. Tip for you: use your phone as your classroom. Change the settings to English, watch short English lessons daily, and repeat new words until they stick. Day 11 to 15, listening is learning. He realized something powerful: babies don't learn to speak by studying grammar first. They learn by listening. So from day 11, he decided to make English part of his ears. On his way to work, he listened to English podcasts. At night, instead of watching local dramas, he watched English movies, but without subtitles. At first, it felt impossible. The words were too fast, too confusing. But he kept going. His brain slowly started recognizing patterns, accents, and phrases. Day 12, he replayed one short movie clip 5 times. Each time, he understood a little more. Day 13, he began shadowing, a method where you repeat what you hear instantly. If the actor said, "What are you doing?" he whispered it right after. His pronunciation improved without a teacher. By day 15, he noticed something: when customers spoke broken English at the shop, he could actually understand a few words. It was working. Tip for you: listen more than you read. Movies, podcasts, songs, immerse your ears in English. Even if you don't understand everything, your brain is learning silently. Day 16 to 20, writing to remember. By the 3rd week, he faced a problem. He could think and listen better, but when it came to writing, he froze. So on day 16, he bought a cheap notebook. Every night before bed, he wrote just 5 lines in English. Simple things like, "Today I woke up early. I met a friend. I watched a movie." By day 17, he added new words he had learned. He didn't just write them, he created sentences. Opportunity. This job is a good opportunity. On day 18, he started journaling his feelings. "I am tired today, but I am proud of myself." Writing feelings made English personal, not just academic. By day 20, he looked back at his first page and smiled. The improvement was visible. Tip for you: start a daily English diary. Even 5 sentences a day will build your memory and grammar naturally. Day 21 to 25, speaking with people. Up to this point, he was practicing alone. But he knew the real challenge was speaking to people. On day 21, he joined an online language group. Strangers from different countries were practicing together. The first time he introduced himself, he was nervous. "Hello, my name is..." He paused. His hand shook. But nobody laughed. Instead, they encouraged him. By day 22, he downloaded a speaking app where learners connected randomly for 2-minute conversations. At first, awkward. But by day 24, his sentences became smoother. On day 25, something amazing happened. At the shop, a tourist walked in and asked, "Can you help me?" For the first time in his life, he replied confidently, "Yes, of course." "What do you need?" The tourist smiled. That smile was his reward. Tip for you: don't just practice alone. Find partners, online or offline. Real conversations, even short ones, build fluency faster than years of silence. Day 26 to 30, confidence over perfection. The last week was not about learning more rules. It was about building confidence. On day 26, he stood in front of the mirror and gave a 2-minute speech about his day. He pretended to be a teacher, a leader, a storyteller. Day 27, he recorded his own voice on his phone. At first, he hated it. "Do I sound strange?" But slowly, he corrected his mistakes. Day 28, he watched himself in the mirror again, this time smiling. He realized confidence was more important than perfect grammar. Day 29, he stopped comparing himself to others. Everyone's journey was different. And on day 30, he didn't become a native speaker. But he achieved something more powerful. He could think, listen, write, and speak in English without fear. In just 1 month, his confidence, his opportunities, and his future completely changed. Tip for you: focus on confidence, not perfection. Speak boldly. Grammar will improve with time, but courage comes only when you practice. His story proves something important. Learning English in 30 days is not about magic. It's about small, daily steps repeated with discipline. 1 month of consistency can give you more progress than 1 year of waiting. So if you've been afraid, if you've been delaying, start today. Don't aim for perfect English. Aim for progress. Because the world doesn't need you to be perfect, it needs you to be understood. White right pointing backhand index, and remember this: motivation starts the journey, but discipline finishes it. 30 days of discipline can change your language and your life.